Some people call it Thursday, I call it Friday Eve. Welcome to the premiere of our news segment on Jordan. I'm Zachary Coker from NCS News. Jordan is a small country with few natural resources representing the exports significantly. However, it has played a major role in the struggle for power in the Middle East, as it is located at the crossroads of Christian, Jews, and Muslims in the Holy Land. With a population of 6.5 million and a major religion of Islam, this small country encounters conflicts within its borders. The monarch, King Abdullah II, has been in power since 1999 and holds extensive power over the people, including their connection to the entire world through social media. Today we'll be covering 5 events that highlight the political, economical, population, environmental, and religious nature of Jordan. Breaking news. Jordan's female workforce faces pushback from male relatives. On November 20th, 2018, Abu Waba Business published a study. Approximately 60% of men stated that they were against their wives working in a workplace where males were present. 44% stated the reason being that she might be harassed. Jordan was still listed amongst the countries with lowest rates of female economic development at a mere 17%. Specifically, a husband demanding that his wife refrain from working was the reason cited behind the unemployment of 19% of respondents who said they wished to work. My husband told me he did not want me to work on the first day I met him. When I said I helped my parents with 80 Jordanian dinars a month through my work, he said he would give them 100 Jordanian dinars instead, but I have to stay at home, said Bayan Zubaydi, a mother of 2. Is it not hypocritical that these men do not mind working with women, but are against their wives doing so? Do they not trust their life partners, or is it just the issue of it is okay for me, but not okay for you? Asked Mariam Afghani, a women's studies student. Next up, a very unfortunate event that occurred right outside our borders.
Someone dressed in military uniform carried out an attack at a training facility in which it appears that there may have been 2 or 3 U.S. citizens killed and a number of other individuals injured. Obviously, a full investigation is taking place. We take this very seriously and will be working closely with the Jordanians to determine exactly what happened.
On Friday, November 4th, 2016, 3 U.S. Green Beret Staff Sergeants, Matthew Llewellyn, Kevin McEnroe, and James Morarty, were shot and killed at close range by First Sergeant Mariq Al-Tawaha when their convoy was stopped at the Gate of the King Faisal Air as part of the CIA-run program to train Syrian rebels. Mariq was convicted of murder, given a life sentence, and during the trial he offered no explanation for the attack. He said, after a hearing, I was doing my job. The families of the soldiers sued the kingdom over false accusations that the Green Berets provoked the killings. Our thoughts and prayers are being sent to the loved ones of the deceased soldiers. On November 27th, Jordan received a donation of $1.3 million from Hungary for community projects such as churches and school improvements. Here to talk with us today is Wael Suleiman, General Director of Caritas Jordan, a charitable organization in cooperation with Jordan's projects.
Welcome, Mr. Suleiman. And I'm Chloe Zimmerman. We would like to ask you a few questions regarding Hungary's generous donation.
Of course. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Mr. Suleiman, what is the purpose of these new community projects?
Well, aside from boosting community morale, we were hoping to bring more tourism to Jordan, especially in the capital of Amman. This will become more reasonable as we establish direct flights from Europe to Jordan.
What specific projects have you been involved with throughout this process?
Well, for example, our largest project was the construction of the Latin Church at the Baptist Center of Jordan.
And are these donation efforts a new concept for Hungary?
No. Actually, in the past, Hungary has previously helped us in areas such as Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, and Jerusalem.
Very exciting. What are Hungary's motives for this?
It's likely that they're hoping for higher enrollment in the University of Hungary, as they've offered Jordanian students 400 spots in their scholarship program since 2014.
What a great story. Thank you so much for talking with us today, and we wish you luck in your upcoming projects. We may be taking a trip to Jordan sometime soon. Back to you, Zach.
Over the last 40 years, Jordan has continued to promote religious freedom and economic prosperity for its citizens and immigrants to the nation. However, in recent years, the government has taken a more violent approach to the matter and is currently ranked 27th in the world for Christian persecution. Due to a small population of extremist groups and portion of the government being influenced by these citizens, the room for diversity is increasingly dropping. Due to more immigrants moving into the city and major reform in the government's leadership, citizens of Jordan that express cultural or religious diversity are facing persecution. Specifically, Christian members of the society in communities in Jordan that share their religious affiliation are publicly and often shamed and shunned into poverty. Even the government itself has refused to publish official documents, such as passports or business licenses, that don't reflect the official religion of the country. However, because of the spotlight Jordan is in currently, due to its rising numbers of immigrants and emergency camps, the government will have to make some major changes to the rights of all its citizens, which should lead to social reform as well. 10-second trivia. What is the most common natural disaster in Jordan? A. Hurricanes, B. Tornadoes, C. Floods, or D. Volcanic eruptions? The answer is C. Floods. On October 26, 2018, a flash flood resulting from 2 weeks of heavy rainfall in the Dead Sea area of Jordan engulfed 21 people from multiple cities in Jordan. The substantial rain forced 3,500 international and domestic tourists to be evacuated from the southern city of Petra. Ongoing rainfall in southern Jordan led to the closure of Desert Highway, leaving vehicles stranded and trapped. The Jordanian government immediately sent out rescue teams and divers to search for the missing people. Workers were also trying to restore electricity to communities where rainfall caused generators to malfunction, resulting in blackouts. Authorities have deployed a drone to search flooded areas for missing people. One private school in Amman reportedly did not abide by public safety regulations on a recent education ministry trip, leading to their face-to-face encounter with this dangerous flood. Joining us today is a survivor of the school trip gone wrong, Kareen Antar, telling us about her experience.
What a tragic day it must have been. Welcome, Miss Angela. How are you doing today?
I'm doing better now, just a bit shaken up.
If you don't mind me asking, would you care to explain what happened during the flood?
Well, my class and I were taking a school field trip to Hot Springs on Thursday, when out of nowhere, a rainstorm unleashed.
Was anyone hurt, and how exactly did you manage to escape?
Well, we were all swept into the nearby valley, and a few of my friends were injured on rocks. However, we reached an area where we could wait it out until rescuers arrived. Unfortunately, that was a traumatic experience for all of us, and we're just trying to not only physically, but also mentally heal at this time.
This is an incredible story of bravery. Thank you for sharing. We will keep your friends in our prayers and hope for a quick recovery.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, Ms. Antar.
As search and rescue operations continue, Jordan's minister, Jumana Gumanat, advises the public to exercise extreme caution and to deal with this weather conditions in a very serious manner. After just a few days, nearly all missing tourists were found and treated back to full health. However, there is good news flooding Jordan. Due to the gush of economic support and the rising tide of religious debate, Jordan is not too far from a tsunami of government and cultural reform. So, whatever you're waiting for, go out and visit Jordan. Just remember to bring a poncho. Don't let the fun be swept from under your feet, and take all safety precautions so you can see what's ahead. Thanks for joining us on MCS News. I'm Zach Coker, and we'll be back with Flash for tomorrow's news.